Hello ladies and gentlemen. So before I get into this video, please go watch my last Glock video. That is also one of the requirements for entering the giveaway, and please like it while you are there. So once you've done that, just come back here and I'll tell you everything you need to know about the last video and what happened. So I'm still sick, and with my insane luck I had last video, I had a lack of words and I just stumbled on my words. I didn't know what to say and I gave prizes that were all over the show. So let me just clear that up for you now and give you the real results of the last video, how much I made or maybe lost, and then we'll get into the giveaway. So I'm also going to host my giveaways in separate videos. I think that's better. Then I can just delete the videos from my channel when it's over, or like I can retitle this one how much I made in the previous video, you know, something like that. So let's get into it. But first let me quickly show you this. So I had a few buy orders for the Stimphilians, factory new ones, because when I get the meltdowns I'm gonna try and do a factory new trade up so I can get a factory new coalition M4. That would be very cool. And look at what I got. I got this in a buy order, a 0005 float. This is, I think, the 325th best one in the world from just a buy order. That's crazy. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use this one. I could just sell this for like 50 bucks and probably get someone that will buy it from the Steam market. But yeah, that's just crazy. I wanted to show you that. So without me stalling, let's get into the results. So this is what I got. I got these few items and then the Glock Phase 2. I forgot to get it out of my storage. Let me just quickly get it out of the storage. Okay, so here we are. I said in my video that this one is probably worth like 590, which that's not correct. Remember, these ones are quite low floats for minimal wear. These are 0.09, so you can get a bit of overpay. I'm gonna say these ones are 600 each. That's pretty generous. And now the whiteout is actually 500 each. I'll show you them now in the Steam market, that you don't find any one of these for under 500 with a 1.6 float. So as you can see, the minimal wear ones go for about 578, and this is for a bad minimal wear. Let me just quickly show you. This is like for a 0.14. You can see 0.14, 13, 14, 14. So this really isn't far off from what we got, but I'm not going to use the min wear prices because that would be wrong of me to do, I think. I don't know if that would be wrong because it's very close to minimal wear, but let me show you this. So check with me what is the lowest one you can find. I think I checked this a bit earlier. Just double check this while you are here. So there's a 2.9, which isn't very good. 2.8, that's for 500. So I think that my 500 is quite generous. 2.0, that's as close as one. 5.11. So yeah, if I were to sell the 1.7, I think I would get close to 500. Let's just quickly check the prices sold. Like these, not dips, these peaks are obviously from people buying the low float ones, like 0.16, 15, 17 in that range. So 526, 503, 465. So I think 500 is a generous assumption. Okay, now how much did I spend on each trade up? I said in the video I spent about 240 a trade up, which that is not true. I spent a lot less on them. Let me show you. So field tested CZ syndicates go for about, go into here, go for about 56. I'm actually gonna cop that. That's a good float one. Okay, they were going for 60 yesterday, but let's say 56, 57. Like this is what they were yesterday. I think because of the sale, people aren't buying them that much, but I think for safe reason we'll go 56 or 57. Like you can see here, yesterday they were selling for 60 or so. Well, that wasn't yesterday, but at the peaks they were about 60. Okay, now I obviously didn't spend that much on these bad boys. Let me quickly show you my market history. Okay, so obviously I didn't buy them just in the past month. I bought them for 2 months, and some of them I bought for like 30 or 40 rand. And here's a good example. This was only 2 weeks ago, and I bought these for 46 rand, where they were 55, 60 in like normal price. I put buy orders in for an exceptionally low price because then I just click on my buy order and I go to the page and I can scroll through the floats. I didn't expect to get any inputs from this price, which is something weird. I'm gonna try and notify you on. Like, look at all of these 45, 47, 47. They weren't just cheap when I placed my buy order. They were all 60 rand plus. They were, remember, the dollar to rand was awful here. It has gone. Let me just show you there at the time. Like, when was this one? Then I bought it the third, fourth, let's say fourth, these ones. The dollar to rand was absolutely garbage, 1955, and just before 1973. So this is actually like 43 rand now if I were to place a buy order today. So I got them for about 13 rand cheaper than they were on the Steam. This is just the recent ones. I could scroll back, but there's thousands. I'm not gonna scroll back like 15,000. I'm not gonna scroll through that many. Just trust me on these. I bought them for 30 or 35 or 40. Okay, and here's the XOs I bought. At the end you can see me using 13 of my O skins. They averaged about 95 rand. Some of them I bought obviously higher because they had like 008 floats, but the average is 95 rand. So keep that in mind. You can see I bought an absolute ton of these inputs, and that's where I bought the Opnile. I bought actually 2 of them for giveaways. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And then the fillers I paid about around 13 rand. They're cheaper now, but everything is cheaper. The market is going down quite a lot. As you can see, I actually bought them for, wow, I didn't even check these, so 83 rand. So I think let's average it around 90 rand. That's probably the safest bet. So I essentially paid, let me just do the calculations quickly. So it's 3 of the CZs, which I paid on average about 45 rand for them. I'd say that's a good estimate. I think it's a bit less actually. And then we'll use 13 rand for all of the fillers. So that's my total up to about 225 rand a trade up. So for all my pink trade ups, it's 2,250 rand. So I got 4 of these. We did the math, they're about 600 each. That's 2,400 for these 4. I got 3 of these, which we said is about 500 each. So that is 3,900. And then for the other 3 pinks, I think 80 rand is a good assumption. So let's add 240 to our total. That's 4,140 rand. That means we made a total of 1,900 rand. It's 1,890. So it's over $100. But of course we didn't stop there, because the series is hunting the Glock Emerald, not hunting the pinks in the train collection. So we lost money on those trade ups. So I'm just scrolling back to see when I bought the propagandas and for how much. So I think there was a good float one, but 336. I'm just gonna keep scrolling until I find what I actually paid for those bad float ones. So yeah, just give me a few minutes. This take a while. There's another one for 337. So that might be the one I'm gonna use. I don't know through how many more pages I want to go through. This is already, oh here we go. Okay, 339, 343. I think these were good float ones, not bad float ones. But yeah, okay, let's just use that number. Let's say 340, 360, 360. Okay, I actually bought a lot of them for 360. So, okay, that might be the price then. Let's say 360. I'd rather play it safe than sorry. Okay, so let's quickly do the maths and see how much we spent and how much we got in the end. Okay, so for my total spent in this video, it is 4,140 rand. That's for the 13 pinks, the 2 Mac 10s I used of my own storage unit, and then the 10 trade ups that I did. And the total we got is, well, I'm not gonna use this one. So we already established these are 600 rand each, so it's 2,400, 2,900. Let's say I think phase 2 gets a bit of overpay. Okay, so I just want to show you that a phase 2 gets some overpay because it's considered, like I said, a fake Glock Emerald, because it has a lot of green. So in CS2 it's very sparkly and green. So let me show you the cheapest phase 2. Here you can see the phases, obviously. Mine is 2. Okay, let's see. Let's spot the first phase 2 in this list. There we go. There's the first phase 2. They go for about 1,400. So that's a bit generous. I'm not gonna say I made 1,400. I'm gonna say 1,100. So like I said, I'd rather undersell it than oversell it. But yeah, phase 2s and phase 4s are they are the most desirable, except for the Glock Emerald, obviously. But yeah, just wanted to show you that. So that's about 3,000, 4,000. And with this one, I think these are actually over. They started dropping recently. They were like 500 each. Like just like you can see, there was this morning for 500 each. Depends on how many people are selling them at the time, obviously. So let's say 480 rand. So with this one, I would make actually a small bit of profit. Like my total made was 4,480. Let's say 4,500, because that's a nice round number. And I spent 4,140. So that's a 360 rand profit. But I'm gonna give this away, obviously, because I think I did very well last video. So even after missing 2 trade ups, like remember, this is after not hitting any of these 2. These ones are carrying the profits very, very hard. So I'm gonna give this away just because I feel generous and it's the first video, so why not? Okay, so how do you win this? Let Fatcake in game show you how. But essentially what you have to do is you have to watch my last video and like that video, and then you can come back to this video. You know, I don't want to have a lot of comments entering giveaways on those real videos when I'm just going to delete this one in, let's say, a month or 2, and those comments wouldn't make any sense anymore, if that makes sense. I don't know if that does make sense, but anyway, just like that video and watch it and come back to this one, and then leave a comment on this video saying, well, anything. Just make sure your trade link is somewhere on your YouTube channel. So in your description, in your about section, it can be in your banner, whatever. It just has to be somewhere where I can find it. And please make sure that your inventory is public so I can do the giveaway. So you can just sell this whatever you want with this skin. You can sell it and buy capsules and invest. That's why I'm gonna give this away essentially, because I might make a video on what I'm gonna invest in the sticker sale. So yeah, that gives you some money to do that, or you can use it. This is a very, very cool skin in my opinion. If I didn't have the USB I currently have, I would use this. So yeah, best of luck to everyone and hope you enjoyed the video.